Hello, it's Zarly here with another yoga class today. Thank you for joining me. We're up to our daily yoga class number 6. Daily yoga class is under 20 minutes. Light, gentle, nice and easy. My favorite type of yoga. So let's lift and lengthen the spine here. Inhale when we're ready. We're just going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Pressing the arms up, we're just going to lengthen out the spine here. On the exhale, let's come through into a rotation, keeping the spine tall, one hand to the outside of the knee, other hand behind. Back to the front. Inhale, we lift, pressing the hands up, holding it here. Exhale, we rotate, taking our time with that rotation. Releasing the lower back. Excellent. Let's come back to the front. From here, coming through into our bound angle, so lining up the soles of the feet together. Holding onto the feet and letting the knees drop down. Reaching the head forward. Trying to flatten out the back here as much as we can. Just letting the knees drop down. From here, just resting the foot to the inside of the calf or to the outside of the knee. We're just going to open up the hips a little more. So leaning forward if there's room. There's nothing wrong with staying upright as well. And we're just opening up the hips here, just releasing tension through the hips. Breathing here. Softening the lower back. Other side when we're ready. Finding our option. Letting the knees drop down. This is our fire log pose, this one. Really great hip opener. If you have just woken up, you might need to take it a little bit easier or find a gentler option. Just listening to your body. If you've warmed up, you'll obviously be able to come a little bit further. Just relaxing here. Just relaxing the knees down, lengthening through the spine. Beautiful. Let's slowly come out of that one. And we're going to come back through into bound angle. So soles of the feet come back together. Again, we reach the head forward. If we can, elbows press the calves down. So we're pressing the knees down. And we're just breathing here. Slowly coming out of that one when we're ready. And let's make our way through into our down dog. So we lift the hips up, flattening the back. Our aim is to always keep that back really nice and flat. Pressing the chest towards the knees. From here, we're just going to come through into plank. Nice flat body, bracing through the core. Lowering through push-up. We can drop to the knees here if we want to. And we're just going to lift the chest into just a nice gentle cobra. So opening the chest. Lifting the chin. Breathing here. If we want to, we might want to come up onto the hands. Keep that chest open, settling into it. It's a really nice stretch for our back, but finding your options, this might be too intense. Find your level. Slowly lowering it down. Just going to rest the forehead down, bending one knee and taking that foot across the body. So a lower back release, nice gentle lower back spinal twist. Back to the middle, we'll try the other side, other leg bends, taking it across. And coming back to the middle. From here, pressing the body up, we're going to come back through into our down dog. Keeping that back nice and flat. I'm going to come through into our split down dog. And as we lower that leg down, taking a tiny little step, other side, so split down dog, opening the hips, tiny little step. I love this little sequence to bring the feet in, opening up through the hips, tiny little step each time, taking our time, so opening that hip, just trying to relax the head down. Beautiful. And relaxing in forward fold. Holding the elbows here and just letting the weight of the upper body draw down. If we want to, we can do a little rock side to side. That's a really nice release for our lower back. And just when we're ready, let's slowly roll it up, coming up to standing. Head rolls up last. From here, we're just going to take a nice wide stance. Reaching the arms to the ceiling, pressing the hands up. Exhale, let's dive forward, coming through into our wide leg forward fold, tipping at the hip as we come down. Relaxing the head down, relaxing the shoulders, softening the lower back. And we're lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling. From here, taking the body towards one leg, so forehead comes down towards that shin. Just relaxing the body down, hamstring and lower back release. Other side. Okay, and coming back to the middle. Just drawing the body down, maybe a little bit further. From here, just wiggling the feet into a mid stance, so just a little bit wider than the hips. I'm going to try that arm modification we did before, just holding onto the elbows, letting the upper body drop down, softening the neck. If we want to, we can add that little sway side to side. I just love holding onto the elbows and forward fold. I always feel it makes so much more weight through the upper body, which is good. It draws the upper body down. Okay, so keeping the feet just outside the hips, we're going to come through into garland pose next. We tried this one the other day as well. I want to try it again. So keeping the feet wide, elbows to the insides of the knees, and we rest the hands together in front of the chest, adjusting the feet if we need to. And where our aim here is to lengthen through the spine. So keeping that spine long, reaching the head forward, weight sinks down through our heels. Elbows press to the insides of the knees, opening up through the knees. Such a good hip opener garland. Hands to the ground. We're going to lift the hips up to the ceiling. And just to readjust the feet so we're back into our forward fold. Holding onto the elbows here if we want to. A little sequence with the elbows today. Just relaxing down. Rolling up when we're ready. Okay, now from here we're going to try a little bit of balance today. We're going to come through into our tree pose. Option 1, heel to the ankle, foot to the calf or foot to the inner thigh. Now, yoga is all about finding your options, your levels, so you can keep the toes on the ground or you can take the foot to the calf as well as this option. Focusing the eyes, lifting through the body, so we don't want to be slumping through the hips. We want to lift through the hips. Pointing the knee out to the side. If we wobble and tap down, it's completely okay. Just try again. Beautiful. Slowly come out of that one. Let's come into the other side when we're ready. Grounding that foot. Remember the options. Ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Knee points to the side. Hands rest together in front. And we focus the eyes. It's really important to work our balance. Every now and then I'm going to throw it into our daily yoga. We strengthen the core, we work the little stabilizing muscles, and it's something that's practical that we use every day. Our balance is something we use every day. Tapping down as many times as we need. Beautiful. Let's come out of that one when we're ready. Facing the small end of the mat. Inhale, let's lift the hands. Exhale, let's dive forward. Coming through into our down dog again. Flattening out that back. Okay, I'm just going to slowly drop it down. And we're going to come around to seated and then through to the small end of our mat. Excellent. Let's try our boat pose next. So we're going to tuck the chin in. A little bit of core work, reaching the arms forward. Keeping the feet on the ground. If we want more, we can hover the feet. If we want more again, we can straighten out the legs. Just here for a couple of seconds. Beautiful. When we're ready, let's roll it down, lying down. Taking moments to lengthen out the spine. Crossing one leg over the top of the other one. We're coming through into our reclined pigeon. This is a good option to stay here as well. We can keep that foot in the ground. If we want to, we can reach it through. If we want to, we can reach onto the shin as well. So basically, we're drawing that one knee down and the other knee, we're pressing away. Keeping the spine flat. Breathing here. Swapping sides. Foot on the ground is our first option, reaching through to the thigh and then reaching through to the shin. Finding your option. And if I don't give an option that's comfortable for your body, you might need to modify things. You might need to change things around a little bit. Listen to your body. Your body will let you know if it's you're not happy in a stretch. We can modify things. I always encourage people to really make their practice their own. Breathing here. Okay, so when we're ready, let's slowly let go of that one. One leg bent, one leg straight, taking the bent knee across the body, just finishing with just a little lower back release here before we come into Shavasana. It's nice to finish with the lower back release, make sure the back's fine, and we relax in Shavasana. Other side. Back to the middle. Setting up in corpse pose, lengthening that spine, resting the eyes closed, breathing here now. It's nice to finish our yoga class today with a little meditation. Every day I like to finish with a couple of minutes. I think it's really beneficial. It helps the yoga class sort of really sink in. If we do a yoga class and we go straight into our day, I feel we don't get the full benefits. So taking a moment now for our mind to absorb what we learned through our yoga class today, something we learned about our body, maybe we learned it about our mind. It's really just a chance to relax now and just enjoy this moment. So focusing on the breath and again, just relaxing, enjoying the moment. Just breathing. following the inhale, following the exhale. If thoughts come, acknowledge those thoughts and then let them leave with the exhale. When we're ready, let's start to come back. Movement. Little bits of movement when we're ready. There's no rush today. It's nice not to have to rush now. We might want to bend the knees. A little rock side to side with the knees. When we're ready, we can roll over onto the side, coming through into the fetal position. Eyes rest closed. Pressing the body up, opening the eyes when we're ready. Lengthening the spine here, resting the hands together, and we finish saying namaste. Thank you again so much for joining me today with another daily yoga class. I really appreciate it. If you ever want to do a longer meditations, I do a daily meditation as well. So if you just search daily meditation with Zarly, I have a podcast or a Facebook page as well. So hopefully you can try that out as well. Thanks again for joining me.